Hello everyone, this is Lionel Smith from Sense Memory, sharing a glass of champagne with you. And today we're going to be exploring two fragrances from the House of Chanel. One rather old and one rather new. So stay tuned and find out what they are. Cheers. The two fragrances we're exploring are from Chanel, as I said, and the first one is going to be brand new, and it's by the nose of Olivier Polge, and it, of course, is Boy. There we have the little sample box that you see I got from Chanel, and it's quite a wonderful little box. It's like a miniature, a mini of the big bottle, and there you can see this wonderful little bottle of Boy by Chanel. So what do I think of it? Everyone's talking about it, of course. Everyone's very excited about this new launch from the Les Exclusives line. So what do I think of it? Well, the nose behind it, as I said, is Olivier Polge, and the notes in it are, of course, lavender, rose, lemon, grapefruit, rose, geranium, orange blossom, sandalwood, heliotrope, vanilla, and musk. And it's an interesting fragrance, to say the least. I'll tell you that the opening is quite beautiful of this fragrance. Really is quite beautiful. I'll put a little on. And, you know, it is a fragrance that is inspired by Coco Chanel's love affair with Boy Capel, Arthur Boy Capel. There's that beautiful opening. Arthur Boy Capel, who was not only her lover, but supported her and got her started in her business, first with hats, and then she moved in, of course, to fashion and fragrance. So, Boy Capel, I'll put a picture up of what Boy Capel looked like, and you'll see that he's very handsome, very virile, very rugged, and very modern looking. But I have to say that I'm a little disappointed in this fragrance by Chanel, by Olivier Polge, because it's pretty simple, straightforward, and a little unimaginative, in my opinion. It has that lavender, and it's that lavender that opens the fragrance very beautifully. But then it just kind of sits there on my skin. It doesn't really excite me. It isn't something that I'm too terribly impressed with. And that's sad. I've been wearing it now for about 2 weeks, and sometimes I have moments when I think, hey, I really like this, but other times it doesn't really, I don't know what I'm looking for in this fragrance. Let's put it this way. My image of Boy Capel is, as I said in that photograph, virile, masculine, commanding, and this is rather like a little boy to me. It has a very playful aspect, a little petulant, a little spoiled. It just doesn't relate to a grown-up for me. It's rather a little boy who may grow up one day to be substantial and interesting, but right now he's just an adolescent. So there you have my feelings on the new fragrance Boy by Chanel. Now the other fragrance by Chanel that I'm going to talk about is a discontinued fragrance that I've been looking for a very long time. And this, of course, is by Jacques Polge, and it's from 1998, and it's the very famous Un Fleur de Chanel. And there you see it. Beautiful bottle, gorgeous top, the gold. Now this fragrance is very interesting. It was discontinued, as I said, and a lot of people have been very sad about that, and I can certainly understand why, because this as compared to Boy, is a masterpiece. This is an incredibly beautiful fragrance. Un Fleur de Chanel only has 3 notes, which makes it very interesting. And the major note, of course, is the beautiful jasmine. Now, as you know, a lot of you know that Chanel is famous for the jasmine, and they have exclusive rights to all of the jasmine fields in Grasse. And this is a gorgeous jasmine fragrance. This is perhaps the best jasmine I've ever smelled. It's just like being in a summer field filled with jasmine right at sunset, when the heat on the land is coming up from the ground, radiating up from the ground, and bringing that fragrance of the beautiful jasmine right up to your nose and enveloping you. And it is just spectacular. The other 2 notes are green notes and citrus notes. So it really does remind me a lot of summer in Southern California, because we would have that blend of the orange trees when I lived there. Orange trees, lemon trees, kumquat trees in the heat in the summer, with just heavy with the fruit, and it was almost a succulent kind of fragrance of the oranges, and mixed in with the flowers in Southern California. A lot of jasmine we had down there. So this fragrance always takes me back to that feeling. And of course, the grass in the summer, the new mown grass, and especially right after watering your lawn, there's that wonderful moist, green, fresh fragrance from the grass. So this is a beautifully blended fragrance of those 3 notes that is just spectacular. It is designed for women, but I think that any man could wear it, because the greenness is so beautiful and so fresh, that I think that this fragrance works well for both men and for women. And I was very lucky to find it at a reasonable price on eBay, because as many of you know who are out there looking for Un Fleur de Chanel, it can run up into like $400 a bottle, $300 a bottle. So I was lucky. I kept checking, and I found this very, very inexpensively. Somebody didn't know what they had. So I'm really pleased to have this. So there you have my take on both Boy by Chanel and Un Fleur de Chanel. So this is Lander Smith saying, remember, wear what you love and not what they say you like. And I'll see you later.